Yeah, man. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And this is Judge Dredd, Under Siege, picking up where we left off with the insane battle being fought against thousands of mutants and some of the residents of Patrick Swayze block, with two judges, Judge Dredd and Judge Benny, doing the best they can to put down as many mutants as possible. The mutants, however, were never going to make this easy. They were mutants after all. They had the extra limbs, extra faces. Dredd, however, just needed his hands. He jumped, grabbed one of the mutants, unbuckled every single grenade he had on him, and tossed him like a tether ball. He wrapped around his own allies, and he tried to struggle honestly, but it was already done. Dredd took all the pins, and all the grenades went off at the same time. He was dangerous, but this was a war. He wasn't the only one fighting. The rebels tried as well, but the mutants were strong. Dredd, however, was almost everywhere on this map. He was assisting everyone he could, and when he decided, man, screw this, I'm heading inside to kill them from the inside. The mayor followed along, and one of the mutants was actually begging, please, I surrender. Dredd didn't care. He wanted to put him down, but the mayor said, hey, he surrendered. He tried to save his life, honestly, but his fellow mutants thought this was the perfect opportunity to shoot at Dredd. Dredd killed all of them off, and he, well, let's just say he was no more. Dredd didn't care. He tossed his hand away like trash. When he was done, he again tried to order everyone around, but they only take orders from the mayor. Dredd didn't like this, but still, he understood. Sadly, the mutants had gotten new assistants, and these new allies had a bone to pick with the mayor. If you know them, you know them already. The mayor had a plan though. His plan was simple. Set off a dirty bomb in the middle of Mega City 1. He was an agent of chaos for real, for real. It also didn't help that every single mutant he had underneath him was thinking he was the second coming of Jesus Christ. Noticing his forces' numbers were dropping quickly, he said, we have to become inventive. He picked up the microphone and said, you guys are pathetic. Rats. You think of us as cockroaches, but you are rats, scrambling for food when you have none. And yet, the people that put you underfoot send their agents of chaos here, and you support them. I'm going to make you a deal. Kill the judges, and we will leave. Simple. The people didn't even need to think twice. They set their guns on the judges. The mayor was the one that stopped them right in their tracks. He shot in the air, and everybody was like, bruh, why didn't you just tell us not to kill them? Why shoot? The mayor makes it clear that, don't be stupid. I don't trust the judges. None of you should. But why will you trust mutants that come in here and kill us? That doesn't make sense. The mayor, as he spoke, saw that his people really trusted him. He has done a lot for them. He has killed for them. If anyone had a right to speak and be heard, it was him, and they knew it. The mutant leader, however, did not like that the judges were still alive. So he said, enough nice guy shit. Give me the microphone. And he spoke again. I spoke, and y'all didn't listen. So this is how it's going to go. Kill one judge, or in the next 1 hour, I will sacrifice 50 people. An hour didn't even need to pass, and 50 people just started raining down. This guy was not playing. The judges tried to come up with a plan, but instantly they heard a blam. One of them, Judge Benny, was shot in the gut. It was a father who had his kid above ground. A daughter tried to take Dredd's head off, but Dredd was too quickly. He knocked suckers out. For attempted murder on a judge. He was about to blow his head off, but still the mayor begged, please, this is what they want. They want us in chaos. And he was right. The leader wanted this. His new allies loved every second of it. Judge Dredd was not playing though. Put down your guns or die. Most of them didn't care. They had families to protect. So the civil war began. Dredd, grabbing onto Bunny, went straight to the entrance and called Lawmaster, commanding Lawmaster to take her to safety. His orders were specifically get into the range of communication and call for backup. Take her out of town. Lawmaster did its duty. He drove off. Benny didn't want to go, of course, but still, Lawmaster only listens to Dredd. And now, Dredd was alone. Now, it was time to go for the head. The mayor had access to a private elevator, so they all boarded and went straight for the leader. This is when we find out why the leader hates Mega City 1 so much. The truth is, he doesn't. He has basically dreamt of it for the longest time, and his plan was pretty simple. They asked him why he needed the bomb, and he said, well, this bomb has enhanced radiation properties. The bomb is going to be released, and at the end of the day, it will be settled. But generations to come, humanity will start giving birth to mutants, and after that is done, there will be no need to keep us out. This was also he could live there. Now, you would think he was a good guy, but when they asked, should we let these people go? He said, nah, put them down. He killed them on the spot. He was a bad guy. That is why Dredd was coming for him. They gained access to the control room floor, and he went to work. Both him and his allies were putting down mutants left and right. The leader was sending off his mutants to die because Dredd held nothing back. This was supposed to be easy work until they met the mega mutants from before. He had a mace on his hand. He was definitely strong, but he was too stupid. As soon as Dredd had his shot, he took it without mercy and left his corpse there as a warning. Dredd was him. When he got to the control room, the leader was gone. He was disappointed. Damn, we have to go after him. The mayor said, nah, we don't. He picked up the mic and he gave a speech, the type of speech that forces people to pick up arms and kill their enemies. And honestly, they were going to. The mayor was effective. Sadly, the leader knew this, which is why he left people behind to take care of the mayor. People that hated the mayor with all of their heart. Remember the muscle from the liver company? Yeah, this was them. They looked him dead in his eyes and asked him, do you know us? And he said yes, and they smiled. That's all we needed to hear before putting a bullet in his brain. They killed the mayor on the spot. All that was left was Dredd, knocked out, and his second in command. They sought to beat her down. You owe us some kidneys, don't you? We're collecting it right now. She knew she couldn't use Dredd's gun, so she used his hand and the gun. Armor-piercing rounds. She ripped them apart. And when Dredd came to, it was time to move. The leader was never allowed to escape. Not after all this. The leader was watching his people die. Even one of his mutants asked him, why don't we save them? He said, nah, it's not your place to talk. After blowing his brains out, he didn't care. He was about to gain access to Mega City 1, the haven of his dreams. Everything was perfect till his personal guard started to drop dead. Judge Benny was still around. What the hell? They opened fire trying to protect the leader as he ran. Judge Benny simply called the Lawmaster, respond. Before she could get shot in the back, Dredd came forth and he was surprised. How are you here? She said, we followed your instructions. We sent for backup and we came right back. He was confused for a second. We? She said, yes, we. Because the lawmaker was right outside and it eradicated the leader with his machine guns. It was over. The story was finished. A year passed since the judges and the people of this block worked together to take out the mutants. A lot of murder had taken place, but they understood the absence of law brought forth these people to join together and become a family. Now, they were here to improve the life of the citizens, even renaming the block Gilberto Block, the true name of the last mayor who died protecting his people. Now, they had a new mayor, and Judge Dredd looked at her, dead in her eye, and said, do not break the law, or I will be back for you. And just like that, he drove off on patrol, because Judge Dredd does not rest. He was the best of the best.